So here we have a slightly used 2022 Ford Expedition. And this one comes in the limited trim level with the coveted Stealth Performance Edition package. It comes in the beautiful dark matter gray metallic on onyx perforated leather interior. And with this one being the Stealth Performance Limited, you get a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and that gets you an upgraded 440 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. So coming around to the front fascia here, of course it's 2023, I'm a little late to the party, but I couldn't find one of these. But that's the new fascia for 2022. LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights. Then you get the LED fog lights as well, which I didn't turn on. But really like this upgraded fascia, looks really futuristic. Then we also get these coveted 22-inch wheels with this Stealth Performance Limited package, or Limited Stealth Performance package, excuse me. This one's pretty decked out. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Power running boards there. And here we have the controls for our power windows, which all 4 are going to be power one touch up and down. And then we have power folding mirrors with blind spot monitors. We can lock the windows, of course, and then we have our power mirror controls here. And then 3 settings for the memory seats, power door locks. Then we have the Bang & Olufsen upgraded sound system there. And tons of space. Of course, with it being an Expedition, storage is a big must. So cup holders there, storage there, storage there. And then over here, I like that we have our quick shortcuts so we can pop the trunk, fold the seats down, headlamp controls here. And a lot of people ask me about these power adjustable pedals. You still get those in the Expedition. And then we have our electronic parking brake, which you pull to engage, and you hit the brake, press down to disengage. And there we do have power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there we have our power driver's seat with power lumbar support. And then even in this door here, the rear door, is storage there, cup holder there, another cup holder there. Just tons of storage. You get a pocket behind each seat. And then of course you can fold your seat there, and then you can pull this bar up here to move the seat back and forth. I'm gonna make sure it's all the way back. And I'm gonna hop in here. So being 6'3", pretty impressive leg room. Still have several inches between my kneecaps and the back of the seat here. And then I have the seat in front of me adjusted for someone of my size. And then we have our rear AC controls here, which are going to be automatic. And then 2-stage heated seats, excuse me. And then we have a USB-C, USB-A input there. And then we have a 110 volt 3-prong household plug-in there, which you probably can't see, it's so dark back here. And something weird just happened. All of a sudden the air started blowing like crazy. So that's interesting. But anyways, I'm gonna take a gander at this 3rd row legroom here. And this is of course with the seat all the way back. And I can still, my knees are touching the back, but I mean, I can lean the seat up a little bit and I'm good to go. But also, what's neat is you can just push that up if you want to feel like you're an executive in the 3rd row. Maybe put storage in front of that seat or something like that. So really adjustable in terms of just using the seats, how you configure them, etc. And then we get the premium dome lights throughout. And I'm sorry, it's so dark in here. I guess the tint, but hang clothes here, which is nice. Hang them here. You can hang them on the right side if you want, but that's my blind spot. And then USB port there, 12 volt there. And we can actually move the seat back and forth which this is one of the coolest things about this. It's like having a power seat, but it adjusts as one. So as you can see, as I push it up, the whole seat moves up. So you have several settings where you can just either lean back, or you can make sure your posture is good and be straightforward. So really, really cool. And you get that for both sides as well. And then this side has more cup holders, but that side has more storage. So really, really neat. But let's go ahead and get out of here. And I don't know why I just started doing that, but now we're gonna go on to the back. Yeah, look how dark that tin is. That's definitely not factory. It looks good though. And there we have our fuel filler there. And then coming around to the back here, we do get our LED tail lights. Just a really, really nice look on this Expedition as opposed to the outgoing one. And a weird quirk that I like about this is the power tailgate or lift gate is very, very fast to open. So I'm not sitting there all day. But left side, fold that down from up here. And then it's one touch, you just hit it again, it'll fold back up. And then you can fold the whole back or front up, or fold the whole back forward or back by hitting this button here. But it's cool that you could pick either side, and the same with the second row there. So I can just pick a side, fold it down. And if you're curious about that exhaust, there it is. A pretty good sound to it. But we'll definitely put it to its limits on the test drive. And then here we have our power front passenger seat. Power lumbar support included. Let's turn this down. Let's just turn it off. I don't know what it was doing there. But I love the Stealth Edition, especially the limited Stealth package. I love having the performance and I love the overall looks of it. But that comes with a price, and I'll show you all the window sticker here in a moment. There's that twin turbo 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6. There's so much going on here, I really don't know where anything is, but I know it's putting out power. Now let's hop in the driver's seat, warm my hands up a little bit. So heated leather wrap steering wheel here, which comes in handy days like today. And then over here, as part of that 2022 refresh, we do get the new sync system here. And we have our navigation screen, of course. We get AM, FM, XM, along with Bluetooth audio. And then we also get our wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility as well. And I like this down here because I tend to have all of my menus that I use often. So like in my Mach-E, I have the XM, CarPlay, the phone connection, and then I have my efficiency up and all of that. So really neat. And once you get used to the system, it's actually really easy to use. Now for our seats, we do get 3-stage heated and cooled, and we can scroll down there or scroll up for the driver and front passenger. And then that heated steering wheel toggle is there, fan speed there. And that's my only issue with the sync system, is like it just did earlier. All of a sudden the fans will just start going bananas and you don't know what's going on. So you have to like cut it down or cut it off and turn it back on, then it starts acting like it should. But it's a small issue for me. It doesn't really bother me, but it might bother some. But I'm kind of easy to please with vehicles as long as they perform well. And then for our dual zone automatic climate controls, we can toggle that or sync it, and then decide where we want the airflow to go. And we can control the rear as well. And then we can control the fan speed over here. Then we can also lock it from the rear passengers if we want to do that. Volume knob there, you can hit that button on the inside there to power that off. Having the Mach-E, I'm sure you'll have the same issue here. Every so often I'll fat finger it and accidentally hit the power button, and then I won't know I cut it off. And then for our settings here, we have our towing, our camera there with 360 view, and that's the front camera. You do that again, I wasn't watching it. There's a front camera there. And with this being an LED screen, it doesn't really blink like that. That's just how it's showing up on the phone. So back up. Okay, that's out now. And then we have all of our settings here. So driver assistance, you can mess with all of that there. And then of course you get a Wi-Fi hotspot, Alexa, all of that. There's the menu there. And then down here we can toggle our auto stop, traction control, and then we have a quick shortcut for the defrost there, and then hazards there. Now for storage, we do have a pretty decent sized wireless charging pad there, a USB-C, USB-A input in there as well, and then a little bit of a storage pocket there, and we can shut all that up. Cup holders there. And then for our shifter here, with it being a 10-speed automatic, we can do reverse, neutral, drive, and then here in the manual mode, you can use that as you see fit. And then you can actually shift using these buttons here, which I may or may not check that out because it's just kind of weird for me, but. And then we have our drive modes along with our 4-wheel drive controls. We can just have it in the 2-wheel drive mode, 4 low, 4 high, and then we have our 4 automatic. And then we have several drive modes. So I'm going to keep it in sport to start out with. And then we have our hill descent there, parking sensors there. And then we have plenty of storage in the center console cubby space here. And I believe that's a 12 volt down there. It's a really huge pocket there. And then we have the removable tray as well. Sorry if I'm screaming, the mic's like right in my face right now as I'm stretching. And then I like that we can put change in the little pockets there. And then even if you want to have your license or credit cards right there, easy to do. And then we have our universal garage door opener, sunroof controls, so big panoramic sunroof here, and then it actually goes all the way back, one touch open and shut, and then we can also tilt it up as well. And the only thing I don't like about the Ford sunroof is that I have to hit this button twice every time. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Comment if you know, because I always have to hit it twice. So once to put it halfway back, and then again to move it all the way back to where it was. And there's a view of the back seat there. Now to the glove compartments here. This lighting is terrible with this tent. There we have the top glove compartment there, and I actually like how they did this and made it really easy. So if you wanted to stick, you know what, in here, it's not like it would be difficult because it's a flat surface, but it's also deep as well. How do you close that? Okay, I didn't push it hard enough. Another 12 volt there. And then we have our lockable glove compartment here. And then I want to show you all this window sticker. Of course, this isn't a new vehicle, but I want to show you what the sticker price of it was. And that Stealth Edition package, ooh, it's right in my face, sorry. $98.80. And then we have the Advanced Cargo Manager, the LCD, all of that. The stickers for $82,485. That is expensive. Very nice though, very nice. Fold that back up. Now coming back to the steering wheel on the left side, we have our cruise we can toggle here. The gap adjust for that. Then we have our lane keeping system there, volume controls, voice recognition. We can set and resume and set our cruise there. And then to the right side we have our mute button. And we can also use it for our menu. And then this is for our track list or radio station favorites there. And then this button here, or all these buttons here, for that middle part of the gauge cluster to go through the menu. So tire pressure there. We can do our off-road mode, power distribution. Just when we're in the four-wheel drive mode, it'll show you what's getting power. I might leave that up because I'm intrigued by that. And then we have our trailer hook up there. We can turn that on. Trailer brake controller. Now for our windshield wipers, we can actually toggle the speed and all of that there for the front, and that's for the back. And then to actually get the fluid for the back windshield, or back window, excuse me, you just pull there, and then for the front, you hit this button here. That took me a minute to figure out. And there we have our push button start. And finally, here's our key fob with remote start.